somebody new, just let me know so we can introduce ourselves. The 28th, we had 2 work sessions, Verizon and Amazon. Nick, do you have anything scheduled for our next meeting?
Yes, the Geiger Automotive project scheduled.
Oh, Geiger? Okay, great. Approval of the minutes. I have a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll move, Peter. It's Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
Second.
And second, Leif. Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Doug, aye.
Good. Kevin, okay. I got a unanimous. Thank you very much. I'm going to wait a couple minutes well, let me just use a little time to say that you all saw that the RFP went out for Shopping Town. It's a nice segue into this public hearing. And it's 3 months. The April 27th is when it will be, when we'll know what's going to happen, and it'll be very exciting. If you all get a chance, please review the RFP.
Did that RFP get sent to the board?
Well, it was actually in the newspaper. You just have to
Is
click
there-
on the link.
Is there a
I'll send
possibility
it
of
out
getting that
tonight.
RFP sent to the board? Thank you.
I'll send it out tonight.
I think it's at the county website too. The county website.
Let's see here. We got 7:02. At a full house. Does any members of the public for the subdivision for the Chili's site?
We can do a motion to waive the notice of the public hearing if you like, Peter, and it was published in the Post Standard and sent to the neighboring properties as required by town law.
Okay. Well, I'll waive it. If I see a couple people on, is there any member of the public that have entered this and have an interest in this subdivision? Okay. Let's waive the motion.
Motion to waive the
Yeah.
reading the
Waive the motion.
notice.
Sorry, my tongue is ahead of my mind,
Yes.
as usual. A motion to waive the reading of the,
I'll move. Nathan will move.
Nathan,
I'll second.
thank you. All in favor?
Nathan, aye.
Kathy, aye.
Doug, aye.
Aye.
Kevin, aye.
Thank you all. Unanimous, approved. We did, I don't know if you saw, Andy or Nick, did the county report come, get out to the rest of the board?
The RFP?
Yes. No, on the subdivision. It was found to not have an impact, but I didn't know if anybody had seen it.
I got a copy of it.
Okay.
Hawk Road, yeah.
Okay, any questions on the part of the board? Jamie, do you want to add anything?
I do not. I did discuss the nature of the easements. I'm working on those with the county.
Okay. What's the subdivision plan dated? Do we have that yet, or was that?
I didn't have it in front of me, but we can fill it on the very last date. Andy, do you have that by any chance?
I don't.
Okay. So I'll get that.
Let me read the resolution.
I know 12/28/20.
12/28/20
12,
for Nick. Thank you.
28/20. Oh, always count on Nick. Okay. There it is up on the screen. Magic of electronics and team. The motion to approve subdivision plan dated 12/28/20 is submitted with the following findings and conditions. Number 1, property herein is owned by the County of Onondaga, and the subdivision map herein proposes to subdivide off 2.41 acre parcel, Chili's parcel, off of the larger 53.48 acre parcel, Shopping Town parcel. 2, Chili's parcel and improvements on said parcel were reviewed for the conformance with all the town of DeWitt zoning regulations are found by this board in consultation with the board's consultants to meet all such regulations. 3, the parcel does not have direct access to public road. Said access will be resolved by the conformance with the conditions set forth below regarding access easement. 4, this board has reviewed the Onondaga County Planning Board resolution dated January 27th, 2021, which found that the project will have no significant adverse inter-community or county-wide implications. 5, the board has reviewed the EAF submitted by the applicant and issues a negative seeker declaration for the project, finding no significant adverse environmental impacts for the subdivision. This approval carries the following conditions. Number 1, the approval is conditioned upon applicant providing a final subdivision plan stamped by a licensed surveyor meeting all requirements of the town code. 2, the final map shall include delineation on the map identifying the labeling, quote, access easement, end quote, which shall run to the benefit of Chili's parcel from the Erie Boulevard as said access easement is further defined below. 3, the final map shall include delineation on the map identifying and labeling the, quote, stormwater discharge easement, which shall run on the benefit of the Chili's parcel from Erie Boulevard as said access easement is further defined below. 4, applicant will provide the town in recordable form a written declaration of easement of the, quote, excess easement in favor of the Chili's parcel, which shall run with the land to allow for access along the currently existing access road from Erie Boulevard over Shoppingtown parcel and to the Chili's parcel. Said easement shall contain a covenant that the parcel can be modified, relocated at the reasonable discretion of the owner of Shoppingtown parcel for the benefit of the development of the Shoppingtown parcel, and further that the easement cannot be modified, altered, or terminated without written consent from the town of DeWitt. Said easement shall be approved by the town DeWitt Planning Board attorney as to form and substance. 5, the applicant will provide the town in recordable form a written declaration easement for stormwater discharge easement for stormwater to be discharged from Chili's parcel over the Shoppingtown's parcel in accordance with the currently existing stormwater system as shown on the map. Said easement shall be approved by the town of DeWitt Planning Board attorney as to form and substance. Upon completion of the above conditions, the chairperson is authorized to sign the subdivision plan. Applicant must file the subdivision map in the Onondaga County Clerk's office in accordance with the rules of Onondaga County and simultaneously file with the Onondaga County Clerk the excess easement, stormwater discharge easement, and provide a copy of the stamped filed map with the town of DeWitt Department of Planning and Zoning together with proof of filing of the easements. That's
Peter,
the,
excuse me, before you take a motion on that, I want to remind you the public hearing is still open. If you want to ask if there's any other comments and then close the public hearing before taking a motion on acceptance of that.
I will do that. This is always tough with the online meetings. Is there anybody from the public that has an interest in this? Would like to make a statement? Concerns, anything? Hearing none, then I will close the public hearing. So I go back to my resolution and motion. I made the motion. Could I have a second for the motion?
Nathan will second.
Nathan, thank you. All in favor?
Kathy, I.
Kathy?
Doug, aye.
Thank you, Doug.
Kevin, I.
Kevin? And I vote aye. It's unanimous. Motion carried. Thank you very much. Any business for Andy? Anything coming up that we should be made aware of? Or Dick?
Looks like we've got an application in. We're kind of reviewing it for completeness for the New Venture Gear site. The old New Venture
Is that
Gear.
the Pepsi? Is that the Frito-Lay?
It's the whole property. Yeah, it includes that out parcel. I don't think Frito-Lay is going to be going into that out parcel, but They want to do some reconfigurations of roads on the property, coming off of Chrysler Drive. It's that little spur there that was down by Raymond. And they have a pretty extensive trucking, I'd say trucking terminal type of a use there, warehouse, distribution. So we finally got them to get a full survey in. They chopped it up and showed us what the various uses are on the property. This was, I think, something that was ongoing. We were trying to get them in before the board because they were doing an awful lot of work there that may or may not require board approval and specific use permits. And it's an old site. I mean, it needs updating, and we're glad to get them before the board and try to help them along with the project.
Yeah, it is old site. It's nice to have some activity.
Yep.
Question I have relative to Grand Jean, is that off for good, or is that something they need to consider, or they're just going a different direction?
I did talk to Terry Horse today, and it sounds like it's off for good. She said she'd like to keep all the documents that they've currently worked on, just to see if they may change their mind 2 months down the road. But it sounds like it was getting kind of expensive for them for the parking spaces that they were looking for. And I think, as I kind of suspected, that maybe this was more of a perceived issue than an actual need. So I think they're backing off of it a little bit.
So the 30 some odd places they thought they needed, they probably don't.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything new from the board?
Hey, Andy, has there been any developments on the retaining wall issue on the law firm on Genesee Street?
Nothing substantial. Both parties are requesting a lot of documents, FOIL requests for documents and approvals. It sounds like they're still fighting back and forth on who owns it. I don't really see, initially about 2 months ago, I thought they were making some headway. And I think, surprisingly, Brad Pinsky is actually putting himself out there saying that he has a couple of options for them that would make it less expensive to do. But I think the other side is kind of digging their heels in, and they say they've got documents that it was built in the 1800s. Well, yeah, I don't think so.
But it's also on the market, and
Yeah.
I don't think that helps.
Well, yeah, I think they're going to have to resolve this before it sells, because I don't think anybody wants to buy that. But I did show, I think I sent around a prospect for a modular retaining wall, and I think it was received pretty well with the board. It's not a real high wall. I think it's only about 4.5 feet tall. And then with the added capstones on top, I think it would look pretty decent. But I really think that, based on what I'm hearing from the attorney on the other side with the professional office building, is they're still fighting the ownership of it. So we're not really moving forward with advancement.
Well, the new building looks great, and the jet black building is coming along nicely too. So
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know that anybody's going to buy that without that being resolved. It would be tough to have a closing with that pending. So somebody's going to have to take care of that. Anything new on Kravik Drive? I don't want to let that go off to Never Never Land.
No, they are, we set up a public hearing for the 22nd of February.
Okay.
So that's moving forward as far as invoking the overlay district. So that'll be on for the 22nd. And we should have a couple of board meetings in between there to wrap up anything that we need. But I think we pretty much got everything. We need to send everything down to the county by the 5th, and we should be in good shape.
Good work there. Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Also, Peter, the planning board should be expecting a referral from the town board on the James Street overlay district. That's going to allow the conversion of some of the homes in a certain strip over on James Street near East Syracuse to be a 2 or 3 family dwelling. And that there are many homes there that basically already are that, so it's going to bring that area into a conforming status. So we'll
Okay.
be getting that referral very shortly.
Great. Well, thank you. No sense, motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll move it, Peter. It's Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
I'll second.
Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Joe, aye.
Aye.
Thank you all.
Thank you
Thank
folks
you.
very much.
Yeah.
Have a good
Greatly
night.
appreciate all the
Thank you.
cooperation from the town of
Thank
DeWitt.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks, Pat.
Thank
very
you.
exciting.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.